Hello there, Tyrant here, and I just got done watching. Shoot, what episode is this? Well, the latest episode of The Good Doctor. Yes. So, a very interesting story, I would say. It's kind of hard to. So, let's split it up into the two storylines that are happening. There's a mini one happening in there with Sean trying to get the president trying to get him a housekeeper to help him along since the accident from the last episode, which is makes sense. Well, I'll talk about that at the end because it's really an interesting topic I want to get to. But there are two topics. So the first one is about a podcaster who's about to lose their voice and the whole situation with them losing their specimen, and is this whole thing that leads to what's her name? I forgot the name of the female doctor. This whole situation with her taking the blame and everything, and a lot of legal jargon happening there, and this strange adventure that they go on trying to find the specimen within 24 hours, which is interesting because how time works in the show. And then at the end, they were able to through the interest of plots, they were able to find it due to some miscommunication, and ta-da, they found it. But they still get sued at the end for all this. Second half is a little bit more, I would say, the more heavier part of the show, where Sean and Melinda is trying to do this heart surgery for this child, and there's a lot happening there. And you learned a little bit more about Melinda's as well, which is really interesting. You got a little bit of a plot development with him. But them trying to figure out how to fix this child's heart. And it was cool. I liked how they did this whole virtual thing. It's really interesting to see that they're showing that this hospital is, well, they have interesting. It was just really cool to see, like, oh damn. But then it was time to do the surgery, and oh god, those were like some testing moments, because the episode felt like, as far as that storyline went, it felt that that it was a lost cause. And you always feel that Sean as the main character will come up with a great idea. There's always been that feeling when shows like this come around, like, oh, he's come up with the idea, solved it, and everything. But at this point, he had the idea, but Melinda's wouldn't do it because there was a high risk of failure, all this stuff. And even when they were doing the test over and over virtually, it was getting almost nowhere. Then it was time, and then even then it was going nowhere. So it was a very, when they finally succeeded at the end, that was amazing. You can see it. How they reacted. It was a really great reaction at the end of that and everything, and as a whole. Now for the final parts, the Sean and this flirt spreadsheet. It's really funny because he's trying to do his best to become more independent and all this, but the president's trying to get him. I gotta remember people's names. He's trying to get him a housekeeper to just help him around and everything. But Sean doesn't want. He said it himself. He doesn't want a stranger. And he's just trying to be an individual, be someone I would consider, you would say, normal. But that whole thing's in itself something you would have to interpret it more. I would have to rewatch it a little bit more just to get more feel of it. But I think it was just a little bit more funny to see Sean interpreting flirts and stuff. It was really funny, because now he is becoming more social. I like that. This neighbor character is kind of normalizing him, and it's interesting, and it's yeah. I don't know how to feel about it. It's not bad. It's just it just feels light, because her character hasn't been developed, and she's just there to be there. And I think that's the only thing that's bugging me, is that she's just a character to be there. She just needs a little bit more screen time, I would say, to give her a little bit more. The only other addition to this was seeing what's the guy who's trying to get the presidency, and his wife being doctors and all that. That's the only other addition to this episode. So throwing more plot. That's all they need to do, is throw more plot. If you want to try to keep this show going for seasons to come, yeah, throw some stuff out there. But that's about it. What I think about that plot, we'll see what that goes. But yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Those are my thoughts of this episode. Could I say more? There's probably some stuff I missed, because, well, it is a 50-minute long show or something. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm not gonna just stop and talk about it like that. I just want to final thoughts of that show here. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop rambling. So thank you for watching. Until next time.